everyone. Welcome back to this special Woodstock week here at Virgin Rock. Today I am sitting down to listen to this week's Patreon poll winner, which is a Woodstock performance. Now, interestingly, it is a song that I have already done a first listen to, the recorded version, quite a while back. That is Jefferson Airplane's White Rabbit. And I'm actually really excited to be returning to it today. And thank you to all who voted for this. I know some of you were like, "What, you've already heard this?" But I haven't listened to the Woodstock performance. And so I'm excited to be able to not only listen to it, but also watch the actual Woodstock performance. So, I guess I'm seeing a little glimpse of the sea of people there.
One pill makes you larger and one makes you smaller, and the ones that your mother gives you don't do anything at all. Oh, ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. And you go chasing rabbits, and you know you're going to fall.
This is such a fabulous piece of music. It really is. It's such a great piece of music, and it's one of those pieces of music that just doesn't let go. And it's one of the things I really love about this song. And I guess I feel like as I'm listening to it, watching it now, I feel like talking about that a little bit, because most times music comes in phrases and it ebbs and it flows, and there are kind of resting points where we get to catch our breath. This is one that doesn't really give us a real resting point, and it's because of the way that the instruments and the rhythms are active along with and play such a big role in the sense of motion and continuity of the piece. And then the voice too. Well, of course, she has breathing points, but when she's catching a breath, when she's quiet, the instruments are just holding us in their grip. And I love that about this piece. And I love the way the suspense builds and the excitement builds. It really is a song that takes us to a climactic peak. And then there's this other side of it, which, as I'm seeing this footage here, most often when I sit here and listen to a piece of music, I have the name of the band, I have the dates, I have the lyrics, I have the material, and I'm listening to the music. And I do try, and I have tried to, and I continue to try to, learn and build a profile of the musicians, because that's part of this journey too. But I'm struck again watching this video and seeing how these people look like kids. They're kids up there. I mean, this is not some lifelong master musician. This is somebody, these are young kids playing together, and seeing them looking so young. Maybe I'm showing my age by saying that, but it's another moment of kind of catching myself and saying, oh wow, yes, these are kids. And she carries it so well. And her shifting upwards. And it builds up even more and steps even higher. I mean, this is what I love about the piece, and commenting about how they're kids also, just the watching her sing, she's so focused and so in control, and she it's like we have this expression which we don't usually use about music, but I'm going to use it here and kind of play with it. She has this song wrapped around her little finger that she just it's like it's at her beck and call, and she carries it along, and she does what she wants with it, and she does it so incredibly well. And I've listened to the studio version, right? And it's impressive. But I have to say that I'm also really impressed by seeing her doing this live and holding it so incredibly well through all the way to this point. Yeah, that's what I say too. I love the fact that this video clip, okay, I saw a bit of the audience, but I love the fact that it focused on her, on the singer, on and wasn't trying to be, sometimes these live performance videos, they pan around and it's more about the theatrics. I love the fact that this was so focused on her, the singer, and I could really just absorb and appreciate and enjoy watching her perform. And I guess if I were to sum it up, I would say that she, as a performer, is so natural, so easy. There's a calmness about her, which is really interesting to see. That kind of calmness with such an intense piece of music. Because as an audience, now this is something I know from a musician's side, from a performer's side as well, but very often as an audience, we get wrapped up in the music and we respond emotionally, physically to the way the music carries us along. Whereas a performer doesn't do that. They are in control of the music. And she is so visibly that. There are some performers which manage to do theatrics and other things along the way, and we kind of lose sight of that side. But here, she is a master performer, and she simply lets the music speak for itself. And she does it with such composure, such poise, such coolness, that we get to feel the power of the music without any sort of interpretive gesturing. I love that as a musician, as a performer, and as somebody who's listening and wants to hear the music. I love the fact that she doesn't get in the way of it. More than that, she sets it free. And that's a really enjoyable thing to see. One of the things that I'm really starting to feel more and appreciate more this week, spending a bit of time exploring this Woodstock event, is it's kind of hitting me how many incredible musicians were there, how many incredible performers and performances took place there, and what a huge and impactful event it was, and not just impactful, but impressive. Just even if it hadn't had any lasting impact on the music scene, just the impressiveness, the amazing nature of this gathering, and so many performances and performers and musicians, and the caliber of them. And I guess that's something that I hadn't really fully appreciated before, or it hadn't quite registered, although I have heard along this journey so many people talk about Woodstock and this Woodstock performance and that Woodstock performance and so on. Somehow I'm just now starting to develop a personal understanding of really what it was. And it gives me kind of a thirst for more. I want to explore more, which of course I won't have time to do all in 1 week, but I'm sure that I will come back and spend more time with more Woodstock music along the way. And so that has me excited for the future as well. So this has been another really enjoyable and worthy piece of music recording performance for me to listen to. And I again want to thank all of you who voted for this. Thank you. It's one of those pieces that since I first heard it, I thought it was fabulous. And now, having seen it performed live at Woodstock, it kind of fills in the picture even more. And I very much look forward to what comes next. I'll see you soon.